American citizens may have one of four opinions when it comes to time changes. One, they may prefer standard daylight savings time. Two, they may like just standard time. Three, they don't care what time as long as it's just one time. And four, they may prefer switching the clocks twice a year. So what's your opinion on what the time should be?
Daylight savings. Well, I don't like it when it's dark at 4:30.
So would you like to go one time?
Yes, I like it to be one time standard instead of every 6 months change.
Daylight
Daylight
savings time.
savings every day of the week.
So you'd like it fully changed?
Yes.
Yes.
A recent poll taken of 2,000 Americans found that 63% didn't want any kind of time change. In other words, they just wanted one time. But in a poll, it wasn't determined if they wanted standard time or daylight savings time. Daylight savings time. Today is Friday. It's about 7 o'clock. Look how light it is. But tomorrow, Saturday, or around Saturday at midnight, we redo the clocks. Spring back, fall forward? No, fall back, spring forward. So what's it going to look like if I come out here on Sunday at the same time? More light? Less light? I'm not sure. And why do we have to keep changing the clocks twice a year? I don't know. I just don't know. But maybe this year we'll decide we're not doing this anymore. Daylight savings time. A little bit darker this morning. Not too bad though. In 1918, President Wilson made it official. He signed into law daylight savings time, and it was to start at 2 o'clock in the morning. Why 2 o'clock, you ask? Well, that was because it was done for the benefit of trains. A lot of people were traveling by rail in 1918, so at 2 in the morning, there weren't as many passengers on the rail, so it didn't disrupt schedules as much. Well, in the passage of time since 1918, only 1% of people travel by rail, so it's not like that's a major thing anymore. Time flows like a river, constantly in motion, but it appears to always look the same. In time, its course will change, and only then do we notice the difference. Time, see what's become of me while I looked around for all my possibilities. Simon and Garfunkel. Admittedly, time change in our current time is much easier. Computers, phones, smartwatches, tablets, they automatically change themselves. Even your clock in a car, it'll change itself. But analog watches, like what I wear, they don't change. Wall clocks don't change. Appliance clocks don't change, so you gotta get up and you gotta change those. The other thing that doesn't change automatically is our bodies. Nope, that doesn't change automatically. You gotta kind of get your motion and gear and get into the time change. And that might take a day, might take 2 days. It takes a while. So I would say, let's skip all these time changes. Let's go with what 60% of the world follows just one time. And let's let daylight savings time go into its well-earned retirement. What do you think? Well, now it's a little after 6 o'clock. The sun has set. The phone doesn't do it justice because it's really darker out there than the phone shows. But tomorrow I'll come out here at the same place and we'll see if there's a difference. Well, here we are at 6 o'clock, daylight savings time, and we're in a rainstorm, so it's darker anyway, but it certainly is a lot lighter than it was last night at 6 o'clock. You can hear the rain pounding on the roof here. But that's daylight savings. It'll stay lighter longer. Well, it's getting to that time of year when we have to change the clocks. We do it twice a year. When you do it, it has to be officially done at 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't you just hate having to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to change your clocks? Well, we don't. We wait till the next morning and change the clocks, as I'm sure all of you do too. So what's it mean? Well, it means in the spring, we spring forward. In the fall, we fall back, but we're going into spring. So we're going to have less sunshine in the morning. So it'll be darker in the morning, but more sunshine in the evening. We'll have more sunshine or sunlight at night. Did you know that 60% of the countries in the world, 60% don't do this at all? They have one time, one standard time. Wouldn't that be nice if we did that too? Trump said during the campaign that he was going to change the time to one time. But after he looked at it, he said it was 50-50, not exciting. He ain't changing it. So, hon, what do you prefer? Daylight savings time or standard time?
I prefer no time change at all. Just keep it one. But if I had a choice, I would like it to be standard time. And a lot of people disagree, but it's because daylight savings time in the middle of the summer doesn't get dark till like almost 10:30. 10 is dusk or whatever, but we just need to be able to cool off. If it sets at 9 instead of 10, it'll start cooling off a little earlier. That's why. What, Willow? What did you say? Okay, Willow says standard time also.
All right, so
but the dogs have it.
There we got it. The dog says standard. Karen says standard. I don't care. Just make it one time and quit changing the hours.
I agree. I don't know how to get it done. It probably won't happen. Darn.
Well, we just read that President Trump says no change.
Non-committed. Darn.
And that's it from the Walton household about our opinions on daylight savings time or standard time.
Right. And I didn't say the word.
So whether you'd like more daylight or less daylight, if you don't care what the daylight is, as long as the clocks don't change, or if you prefer to change the clocks twice each year. Live each day as a gift. Experience what each day brings. Find peace and happiness within yourself, for this journey is your journey. Embrace the journey.